Who needs your solutions? It's built right into your design, so let's take a look. What we want to do is we want to attune you to the correct trajectory. What do I mean by trajectory? Well, we are moving along in this time-space reality, and it appears to be linear. Of course, it's not linear. However, there's an appearance of being linear. So we are all designed to attune to an environment and a perspective that is correct for us. We are designed to serve a particular fractal of people, but we must align to the authentic self first prior to being able to ever see who we are meeting, so we can begin to understand our market better. So go back to all of the modules. It's very, very content rich. Know your channels, know your strengths, know your qualities, know your gates, know all of that information deeply. Be experimenting with the strategy and authority. That is the important piece. Because we are on a fractal line, this particular trajectory. And if we're not operating as ourselves, it's like trying to walk through the jungle and having lots of foliage in front of our faces and unable to see. But what knowing ourselves does, it allows us to clear that pathway so that we can see what is happening. So the nodes of the moon provide us with a path and this trajectory. The environment nourishes our body from the outside in, so the purpose can be fulfilled. The perspective is what we are designed to see, so the correct motivation can emerge. We are going to talk about motivation so that you can see how you influence through motivation. Now, what we're talking about is attuning and who is here to be nourished by your solutions. So it just so happens in my particular design, which doesn't happen all the time, is that who I am a 1-3. I am a 1-3. So I'm an authority, pioneer, and that's who I am. But what's really interesting in my design is that I actually have those exact same people along my path. So what you want to look at, take a look at your nodes, and you want to see who are you designed to attune to. Again, I am designed to attune to pioneer people, those trial and error people, and those authority figures. Now, again, this is an anomaly. It doesn't happen with everybody's design that the marketing for my type is exactly the same as my trajectory. Okay, so just recognize that. So what we're really focusing in on here, we looked at marketing for your type, and marketing for your type was utilizing whatever your profile or public role was. And now what we're doing is we are now going to see who you are designed to be with, who you are designed to see in your environment, so that you can attune to those beings, recognize those beings, and know, they are the ones that are waiting for what I'm selling and all of those solutions that I have. Of course, what are the solutions? Anything that we talked about about selling through the openness, because again, let me reiterate, the openness is where people come in and where you go out. So this is where we gain copious amounts of wisdom, and this is what we're designed to sell. These are the solutions that you and I offer up to those people on our trajectory. Now, You're going to deliver that message. You're going to use your marketing of who you are through your profile, through your public role, through your type, through what you are designed for. You're going to use that marketing, and then you're going to talk about how you're going to sell that to other people. Okay? And again, we'll walk through this in the live coaching. So the first line, you are designed to attune to authority. So if in your nodes, you have a 0.1 there, you're designed to attune to an authority. If it's on the design side, you're going to be around those authority figures. If it's on the personality side, you're going to see authority figures. For me, I actually am going to be around those authority figures. And that's been my whole life. I have tons and tons of mentors and authority figures in my life. That's just who I have in my life. They are an authority in whatever they are experts at, whatever they are professionals at. That's who I attune to. So, you attune to those who are insecure. They study, they investigate to find a solution to the foundation. Those who are empathic as they research others. Those people that watch to see the behavior of others. Those that are modest and know their place. Those that are pursuing the truth or being pursued for their research and development skills. Those that know when to investigate, and timing is so important. So you are good at seeing through what others are trying to show you to cover up their fears. So if this is a part of your trajectory line, you're going to get really good at understanding, why are they insecure? What is that insecurity that they need fulfilled? What is it in their lives that's missing that they are so afraid and cannot stand in their own power? That's who you're going to see, and that's who's going to be around you. Okay? Now, it sounds very counterintuitive. How can they be authorities and yet have fear? Well, they are authority figures, and yet there's this little underlying fear that is holding them back from being that expression of that authority. So you are either seeing these people or you're attuning to them. Now for me, I attune to lots of authority figures, and yet, through deep conversations, I have recognized how those fears hold them back. And those that can walk through the fear and recognize, hey, I'm totally safe here. Once that happens, man, they just stand in their truth so deeply, so deeply. So you get to attune to them, and now you get to sell your solutions to these people to break them out of their fears. For me, I'm helping people align to the correct inspiration, to be more certain of their direction, to let go of old patterns and old fears and old nervousness, and just be free to ride out the emotionality on this planet so that the direction absolutely is clear and crisp and right there. So I help people, that authority, I help people break through that insecurity and stand in who they are. Second line. So you attune to natural talent. There's going to be natural talent around you. Those that are shy and are waiting behind the veil to be called out for their boldness. Those that are just natural in what they do. They're democratic, they're fair, It's effortless for them. Those that do not need to study because it just harmoniously works through them. Those that are sponsored to bring nourishing and enrichment to others. So you're able to see people's true gifts and talents. And then you can be the spokesperson or help them connect with and get attention or feel more confident so that they don't have to stand behind the veil, that they can express their natural talent. Now, most of the time, talent comes through skills. So we see a lot of sports people with this, a lot of scientists with this, musicians, artists, tradespeople, all of those natural gifts. And yet a lot of times they're very shy to show that natural gift because they have been ostracized or said, oh yeah, you know, as children they've been poked at or prodded. So what you get to do, if the second line is a part of your trajectory, you get to help these people recognize their true gifts, recognize their talent, and then place them and get them in front of people where they can feel free to express that talent, where they have the confidence to express that talent, where they feel inspired to express that talent. Okay? Third line, attuning to change agents. So those that discover through trial and error, those that see what works, what doesn't work, they are catalysts for change. They will bring in your attention. They are catalysts for change and they will bring it to your attention. There's this resilience within them. They bump into things. They usually pay a price by exposing those mistakes. They're ready to go toe-to-toe with the BS to expose the truth. They're anarchists. And those that have deep relationships with the material plane. So you can serve others by seeing the transformation that is totally possible when they embody their process. So again, I have this third line. I have lots of resilient people in my life who have walked through the fear and that are ready to utilize all of their talents that they've learned through trial and error, and that they're ready to bring that change to other people. They're ready to embody that process of who they are. And again, I help them through my solutions that I have in all of the openness so that they can stand in that. Fourth line, this is attuned to influencers. Okay, so there's going to be influencers either around you or you're going to see them. So those who are deeply connected to their community, friends and family, those who are introduced to others through word of mouth, those whose opportunities come from their sphere of influence, those who need to be alone and will abdicate the power to others, and those who have and are trusted confidants. So you can recognize how the externalized message of friends and family are influential. So here, these beings, if you're tuned to them, if they are on your trajectory, what you'll notice is when you're in their network, there's so much love, so much friendship. There's just this camaraderie that happens there. There's this confidant that happens there. And these beings are very loyal. And breaking their loyalty is detrimental to the friendship. And if you're attuned to these people, you get to help them recognize that being influential and speaking and influencing those around them is so important for them. And then recognizing and being okay that being alone is also super healthy. They don't have to stand in and take all the power. They don't have to be the ones in control because they are influencing. So if these people are along your path, recognize that they will want you. They will want you to be a confidant. They will want you in their sphere. And then you can help them come to the solutions however it is in your design, all that openness. So maybe they're not confident enough to stand up and speak in front of their friends and family, and yet their friends and family are trying to get them to provide information for them. Maybe they don't feel loved, so they are nervous about being that influential person. So there's all kinds of different aspects that we can help these people and provide them with solutions along the way. 5th line, attuning to the messengers. These are the people that are here to provide self-actualization. These are the people that they are the heretics, meaning, they will be hung in the town square if their solutions are not timely or their solutions are not of value. So their reputation, the 5th line people that you're tuning to, reputation is so important to them. They are needed as saviors. They have these seductive messages and they have so many solutions. They have these outside of the box presentations. Now, what's important is that you can see how others are projecting expectations onto them, and you get to help them to be practical in their solutions and their message. What I find here with 5th line people is that they want to help and fix everybody. However, what's so important is that their reputation is paramount. So if they are trying to fix or help people and those people aren't open to it, they didn't ask for it, they didn't invite anybody in, all of a sudden the reputation is tarnished, and that is so difficult for a 5th line to come back from that. So it's important to use that strategy, to use that authority, and then be able to help these people as you're tuning to them and provide them with the solutions. So inspiring them into how to bring their solutions with certainty, or how to help them break free of the projection field by really attuning to their truth of who they are and their own design, so that their purpose absolutely shines and their reputation is not tarnished. 6th line, here are the role models. You're going to see them or be around them. And those who gain wisdom through that trial and error process, and then being able to contemplate, those who see beyond the current energy, those who are trustworthy, those who are living examples and who have disdain for hypocrisy. So your wisdom of the attunement process goes through a 3-part maturing. And that attunement to those people, they will have had the first 30 years can be very tough for them. Things can bump into them. It can hurt. And then from 30 to 50, they're really examining and reflecting on all of that, so that as they step into that role model movement, all of a sudden they can be the objective leaders, and you get to help them provide you get to provide solutions to them so that they can step in that role model. Most of them are very, very, very broken and sore and traumatized from their first 30 years. And now you get to help them utilize the solutions to move them into a place where they can be the role model, that they can recognize those their first 30 years was so that they could build their arsenal of experiences. Okay, so this week isn't a super long week. You guys have had a lot of content to absorb. So again, go back to who's along your nodal trajectory so that you can attune to those people that are healthy for you and that you can recognize them and provide them with solutions. We will coach on this, so please have fun.